it was an emotional return for so many people. And our next guest lost her home of 26 years to the wildfires. Rhonda Werbicki returned to Denare Beach on Sunday. She's on her way to Gimli, Manitoba right now, where her parents live. And Rhonda, how did it feel to be back in Denare Beach?
Oh gosh, it was so bittersweet. It was probably one of the hardest things I've ever done. You're not just losing a home, but you're losing a community. But it gave me some closure, and it just made me, I guess, fall in love with it all over again and be more determined to want to rebuild and continue our life there.
Yeah, we have a video right now that you took of, or somebody took for you, I guess, of you showing what's left of your home. And also there's a lighthouse there, a little lighthouse that I think was a wedding present, right?
Yes, yeah, it's actually our 25th year wedding anniversary in December this year. And for our wedding, just because we do live right on the lake, we had gotten that lighthouse as a wedding present. And when we did see our house that it had burnt and the lighthouse was still just standing, it just made us smile. So it was nice to see that, and that will be incorporated into our new home.
Yeah, I mean, extraordinary that it made you smile, that you're smiling now as you tell the story, because as I look at that video of you walking around the remnants of your house, and I think of all the memories of the last 25 or 26 years that went up in flames, I'm surprised you're taking it so well.
Oh, well, it's been 2 weeks. I've definitely had moments. But like I said, as permanent residents, we're allowed back on Sunday. And I don't know, like, I'm not the only one who said this. Like, it's gut-wrenching when you first get there, and you really break down and you mourn it. But then it's just, this calm just comes over you, and it just makes you more determined to just want to rebuild and just get your life back. And I have this new peace inside of me that I've just fallen in love with my community all over again. And I can't wait to just rebuild and get back.
Yeah, but you know what? This all says a lot about you and your resilience, and maybe other people from Denare Beach as well. Take us through some of the logistics of what it's like to come back to a place when your home has been destroyed like that. For starters, where are you staying?
Well, we thankfully have a houseboat that did survive, so we have been just staying on that for the past few days. I do have family in Gimli, so we've been staying there, and we're going to be moving into a rental for long term. My husband is doing some of the cleanup work up there, so he will be staying up there, but I will be in Gimli. My employers have been very, very fortunate. I do work at the hospital there, and they have been wonderful at accommodating me so I can actually keep my job. So I'll just kind of be traveling back and forth. So it will work out. So I've been very fortunate. But that's some things that some people don't think of is there's 200 homes, that's 200 families, and like we all need a place to stay, and there's just not enough places. So
yeah, and what about insurance? How is that working?
Actually, our insurance has been very good. We've had no hiccups or anything as of yet, but it's still pretty early in the process. But so far, I think it's just because it's been so devastating. Like, they've been very good and very understanding. So,
yeah. So Flin Flon is in Manitoba, where you're now, or you're near Gimli, which is in Manitoba, but Denare Beach is in Saskatchewan. What kind of support have you received from the provincial government?
Well, that's a whole nother story. The Red Cross has only been supporting the Manitoba residents, and I think some other communities in Saskatchewan. They have not given a dime to any of us in Denare Beach or Creighton. We've been dealing with the SPSA, which is the Saskatchewan Public Safety Association, I think. None of us have gotten a penny until yesterday. So it's been pretty hard on some people, but we finally did get a compensation check yesterday dating back to the date of the evacuation.
Well, I appreciate that with everything else that's going on in your life right now, that you were able to take a little bit of time for us. And I'd love if we could check in with you maybe in a couple of weeks' time, because we hear of these stories of evacuations, but I think the stories about after the evacuation are important to hear as well, Rhonda. So thank you so much for speaking with us.
Hey, thank you very much for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Rhonda Werbicki returned to Denare Beach on Sunday after losing her home of 26 years to the wildfire.